Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This is Antigonus Gaming, back with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Chapter 4, Dawn of a New Era. We are finishing up the last quest in Junon for now. There'll be one more unlocked later. If you recall in the last video, I could not find Wainwright's hut, so off-stream, I made sure that I could figure out where it was at, and now I'm going to show you all where it is. I have not talked to him yet, so don't worry, we haven't missed any of the content. After we complete this quest, I will fight Titan again, but I'm going to do it on an easier difficulty this time, because I want to be able to beat it and get the materia. I may try Phoenix as well, since I've got one of his materia. So, unfortunately, some of these areas are very heavily shaded. And what I didn't notice was that there was like a little crease between the cliff along here somewhere. So we've got the life spring, and then we stick along the wall, and there's like a pathway I can follow. Here we go. And it goes up here. And then we get out, and it is literally just a wooden hut. It's got like a bench on the outside, a bunch of old boxes and stuff. We walk in. There's, you know, burlap sacks everywhere. It's very dirty on the ground. We've got like an old bed, and you know, just like some other boxes and tables and other storage containers, and we're gonna talk to this guy.
Can I help you?
He's got like a red shirt with
We're
black
trying
sleeves,
to fix Gabe's cart.
black pants, sandals.
So you're looking for parts. Well, you'll have to come back tomorrow, or the day after. I'm too tired to help you right now.
Think a swift kick could get him up?
Let's see, we'll wake him gently.
Rise and shine. Get up, sleepyhead. Come on, please.
The voice of an angel. I'm gonna dream sweet dreams tonight.
So he's actually got a red jacket over his black shirt.
You wanna get my ass up? Then you bring me exactly what's on that list, got it?
Well?
I say we get his ass up.
Alright, use Wainwright's map and your chocobo sent to smell to locate the materials buried throughout the region. So, there's 3 materials in the Junon region. They're in the, like, ruined town part right outside of, Under Junon, so we're gonna have to find these materials amongst the ruins of what's left of the old capital. And so they're just like any other thing. They're gonna have a red question mark above them. So like one of them is in the ruins of one of these houses, I believe. And you know, these are like stone house ruins. So we do have enemies flying around. So our chocobos are kind of scared looking. Aha, okay. So we sniff around because we got the red question mark. Belle's using her nose to find it, and we've got a path. And it's right next to the ruins of one of these houses. This one's actually in good shape. Some of the other houses are just down to their... All they got left is their, We got a piece of driftwood. We want to get all 3 pieces, though. So, we'll have to continue looking around this area. I've done this quest a couple of times when I've done... So... the good news is we can fast travel back to Wainwright's hut. So once we get the third piece, then we'll be all good. And I believe it's between the area where we found Belle and Gabe's ranch, but I could be wrong. Oh, actually, I think it's over by this fence here. Yep. Actually, it's up by the one of the like abandoned Shinra installation over here. So we're gonna have to fight some enemies. So we'll get off the. We will get off of the Chocobo. So to dismount is R1. Alright. And we gotta fight a couple of winged enemies here. So we'll go to Barrett.
I'll get your ass out of here! Hurry up! Gotta fight!
Nothing to
Get
it.
him out. Get on Bell. Found it. Alright. So now we go back up to Wainwright's hut. And we have a fast travel location for that. So that saves us all the time of having to go up the mountain, though this area is dark, so that's kind of annoying. So he's sleeping.
Special delivery.
So, hand over the goods.
Oh, now that's what I'm talking about.
We only had to get one, but we got all three.
Anyway, name's Freddy. So what was it you needed again?
So, we'll talk to him.
Frankly, I'm not doing much of anything. Other than thinking about the war, that is. This used to be a shelter, you know? One of the few safe spots during the air raids. A lot of folks lost their lives. Good, decent folks. Can't bring back the dead, but least I can do is sit here and pay them my respects.
Ask about Gabe.
Gabe and I, we go way back. Comrades in arms. You'd never know it now, but he used to ride front and center in the Chocobo Cavalry. We scoured every inch of these mountains, hunting for Shinra units and attacking them when they least expected it. Had some close calls, too. Don't know how we survived. We fought tooth and nail for ourselves and the Republic, but wasn't enough. Now I'm just hoping to live out the rest of my days in peace.
Ask about the war.
Junon versus Shinra, before your time. You didn't think all those buildings demolished themselves, did you? Anyway, I fought in the Republic Army. And let's just say it wasn't pretty. Got our asses handed to us. And what you see now is all that remains.
So we're gonna ask him for the part.
Oh, yeah. You did mention that. This'll just take a sec. Tell me she ain't a beauty. Nobody makes them
Chain
like
the carriage
I do.
wheel, the
And
carriage
that's no
bed, and
lie.
the carriage brace.
Go on, take it.
You ought to make more than that. Gabe's definitely gonna need him at some point.
I don't know about that. Besides, I've got things to do. Like catching some Z's, for one. So if we're all done here...
Deliver the carriage parts. So now we'll just fast travel back to Gabe's ranch.
Guess what? Brought you a present from your good friend Freddy.
Is that so?
Only if you promise to fix your carriage and take better care of your chocobos.
Well, twist my arm, why don't you? All right, little lady. It's a deal.
Good. In that case, no time like the present.
Gabe puts all the parts on his cart.
Whew, good as new. Oh, I gotta say, that old dog really outdid himself this time. Hell of a job. Don't think my carrot has ever looked even half this good. Appreciate it, kids. I could finally get the business back up and running again.
That's great. But before we head out, I just want to ask one more thing. If we hadn't shown up, would you have even tried to give your birds a better life?
Maybe.
I see. But I get it. Shinra's a big company, and what they say goes. I can't blame you for being too scared to fight back.
Hey, I ain't scared of those sons of bitches. Not one bit.
Oh? Then why'd you shut down the business?
It's like I told you, my carriage broke. And getting the parts to fix it sounded like a real hassle, So there you have it. I just let it go.
How responsible.
Okay, fine. I shouldn't have been so quick to throw in the towel. You happy? Starting today, I'm giving this job my all. I'll stock up on parts so I can keep the carriage moving and make sure my birds never get bored again.
You hear that? Then the deal is sealed.
You're quite the businesswoman yourself.
Obtain 10 pieces
Ain't
of
shit.
condor, cedar, mellow oak, and a piece of armor. Now that Gabe is back in business, you can travel between Junon and the grasslands without entering the mines. Speak with the stable hands at either Gabe's or Bill's Chocobo Ranch to use the service. Stuck in a rut. Quest complete. Alright, so... we're gonna head into Under Junon. We are not going to do the frog mini game, but doing fast traveling to the Frog Gully gets us closer to the last opponent that we can face for Queen's Blood, which will unlock
We should have never let them build a reactor in our water.
a battle in the Crow's Nest, which will get us the Midgard server card, which will really help us in an upcoming event that's part of the main story. Yes, there is a little bit of Queen's Blood in the main story.
Oh, well, would you look at that? I finally hooked a catch, and a good one, too. Bet you thought you could blow me out of the water just 'cause I'm getting on in years, hmm? Well, think again. I'm this town's ace angler, Zogan. And I've caught much bigger QB fish than you, Sonny. I tell you that much. You young'uns can thrash all you like, but you'll never beat my years of experience.
This is Zogan. He's not Zangan, the guy who taught Tifa how to fight. He's just a fisher dude wearing like a blue shorts and a blue gray shirt with like a blue jacket around it and a fishing pole. Older guy. So it says defeat players. When you win, you'll increase in rank. So I'm gonna fight this guy. I think I'm fine with my deck as is, so I'm gonna keep going. So I'm gonna get rid of the Toxirat card and the Moo card. So I'll play a wolf in the bottom. he's got a chocobo and noodle card. Okay. Oh, not good. I did not get a good draw on this. I kept pulling my weak cards. None of my good cards came up. I'm going to use the same opening move again. Oh, I lost. Dang. Okay. Wait, actually, maybe not. Ooh, yes. I actually pulled this off by destroying one of his cards. So destruction is one of the best strategies. So now I'm at 12 plus 7, and he's only at 6. So I actually turned a defeat into a victory by destroying one of his cards, which took out a bunch of his power. So I won 19-6 instead of losing 15-9. And I got Zemzalet. Raise the power of allied cards on affected tiles by 3 while this card is in play. And it's got like a weird...
Goodness me. This makes you the one that got away. Serves me right for looking down on you just because.
And I ranked up to a Blood Spire.
Queen's blood is a lot like fishing, you know? Gotta be patient, wait for the right moment, then reel 'em in. Time it wrong, and you'll be watching your victory swim away. Just look what happened to me. Guess I had a bigger catch on my hands than I thought. I should have been more careful.
And Chadley calls us.
Congratulations, Cloud. You have attained the rank of Blood Squire. As such, I have information that may be of interest. A talented player by the name of Cameron is looking for opponents within the Crow's Nest. I believe that you would find him to be a suitable challenge. Perhaps you ought to seek him out.
So we're gonna go do that. So we're gonna fast travel all the way to the Crow's Nest. Thankfully, it only takes but a moment. And we'll fight Cameron, and then we'll head back, and then we'll head on up to Upper Junon. Oh, actually, no, we're gonna fight Titan and Phoenix. So,
really left.
We're building a new republic. Don't know what this
I take it you're new to this.
Oh, okay.
Let me guess. People of the crow's nest, listen.
Finally. Someone who's worth a damn. I'm Cameron, Queen's Blood champion, and I roam the world in search of proper sport. I've scaled mountains, braved wastelands. As I communed with nature, I received a vision. The true spirit of this game we both play. And now I shall reveal it to you.
So Cameron's got
Are
like
you
brown
prepared?
hair, a beard,
Then
short beard
come.
that covers his full beard, black jacket over like a gray shirt, gray pants. All right. So we need to beat this guy, and then we need to beat 2 more players in addition to him. But we'll find those players later. So I'm going to challenge him to a match. So, and he'll give me the Midgard Zormer card. It says when allied and enemy cards are destroyed, raises this card's power by 1. Starts off with 6. It's a really good card for the early and mid game. Destruction decks are really good. Alright. So I'm going to go with this hand. I'll start by playing the Mandragora. And then it'll give me another Mandragora. Automatically. I don't like the looks of this map, actually. I'm not liking the looks of this so far. Again, I'm not getting any of my best cards. Yeah, not great. I'm gonna have to start this over. I have not gotten a good draw. Shiva, I'll get rid of her because she's kind of somehow I'd rather have later. Might have lost this one too. Yeah. Yeah. I'm stuck. Oh, darn it. I lost 10 to 8. Eeh. This is a hard match, y'all. I can... Yeah, I think this actually might win me the match. Because he's got... He can't play anything. Yep. So Shiva froze out the map, and that actually won me the match. Very clutch. So she can come in clutch when you're facing tough opponents like this. That if you end up with a big open map with a bunch of spaces, if you play her, she just freezes. Okay, so now we puzzing out and we see a guy with long black hair playing a game.
This is all wrong. I don't understand. It was just supposed to be a game. No. There it is again. That voice. Could it be? Has returned?
Fuzzy.
No,
There's
that's impossible.
He's at a table.
It's
There's like
just a silly card game.
torches in the background. He's on top of an actual Queen's Blood board. He's grabbing his head. He's surrounded with like black mist.
Oh God. What have I done? They need to know the terrible truth about Queen's blood.
And it fuzzes out. Cloud.
You okay? Were you granted a transcendent vision, as I too was? You look as though you've just seen a ghost. Saying that, I'm reminded of the story of Ledrell Balmon, the creator of Queen's Blood. After he started selling cards, he spoke of hearing a strange voice. He then withdrew from the public eye and became a recluse. No one saw him again until his death. There's no shortage of people who've had their lives turned upside down by the cards. Just goes to show what a deep and captivating game it is. Indeed, this match of ours stands as proof of that truth as well, I believe. Thank you for this experience, my friend.
Alright, so we're gonna head back to Under Junon. And we're gonna fight against... We're gonna fight against Titan. And then, so... I'm gonna set Options, gameplay. I'm gonna set it for easy. I don't care that I'm being flexible with the difficulty level, because ultimately, you know, that's not the goal of what I'm doing with this playthrough. The goal of what I'm doing with this playthrough is to show you all as much of the game as I can in an accessible fashion, and so, you know, if I have to be flexible with the difficulty to beat certain content, to make it accessible later on and to give me access to it later in the game, that's I'm gonna do that.
Brittle houses.
Isn't Priscilla just spoiled?
Yes, there's some kind.
Do you need something delivered?
So we're gonna.
Have you spotted any rabbits nearby? From what I've observed thus far, the ones in this region have a habit of hoarding trinkets in their burrows. So if you spot a burrow, you may want to dig it up with a chocobo. Who knows what sort of things you might find.
Alright. Let's see. Can I get the wind and lightning materia yet? I can, actually, so I'm going to get that from Chadley. And then I'm going to use the combat sim. I'm going to go with Titan. I'll do power down twice. And I'll just use my main party of Cloud, Barrett, and Tifa. So, rematch time, and it should be a bit easier since... And I can't use items in this group. That's one of the main things.
Don't overdo it.
Need my help. Damn it. Okay, that's...
Alright, he's got 12,000 health on easy difficulty. At his power level. And like the other thing is like on easy mode, the boss doesn't move as quickly, it's not as aggressive, the pressure gauge tends to last longer. Like I've already staggered it. So now I can use Tifa's reverse scales twice. Barrett, I can have him use maximum fury. Like I've already got it down to half health. Alright, now it uses its Earth and Aegis, so we are going to have to deal with the fact that it's got a shield going.
It's on you.
Yes, it's my turn.
We broke its shield. So oh, and using synergy abilities actually improves Cloud's relationship. So since I used the synergy ability with Cloud and Tifa, it improved their ability, but since I was controlling Barrett, it didn't show the cinematic. I'm sorry for that, so I can't describe it. But I defeated Titan, and that's all that really matters. And I got the 3-star Titan materia, because I've done 2 of its datas. If I go back to the Grasslands and do the other one, it'll increase to 4 stars.
Titan. Though legendary, his earth-shattering strength was no match for your own. I'm sure he'll provide you with steadfast support. You're in good hands now, and rather large ones at that.
So we're gonna...
I hope you won't mind my mentioning, but I've observed that World Intel collection is stalled of late. I'm certain, however, a veteran mercenary like you would never abandon a task. I know you must be busy, but I'd appreciate your help.
Yeah, so Chadley will complain if you haven't done any data in a certain amount of game time. So I'm going to save here just because I have Titan now and I've done all the other stuff. So, and like the thing is, I've done a lot of...
Have you by chance observed the species of bird that likes to gather at life springs? It's a new one entirely, which I have taken to calling Spring Seeker Owl. If you ever have trouble locating a life spring, I suggest following these creatures.
So I'm going to use the combat sim to fight Phoenix as well, because why not? So we can only power it down once, but hopefully with the easier difficulty that'll be enough. Phoenix is a huge multicolored bird.
Keep it together.
Good luck.
Fire element. It summons these big fire orbs. And the fire orbs then in turn turn into fiends. Because the Phoenix is the bird of life, so we'll poison it here.
I got it. Don't overdo it.
It's my turn. Goodbye.
Okay, let's go.
Got a whole heap of land. What's your name on
Bring it.
So each summon obviously is more powerful than the last. So Phoenix stronger than Titan. Alexander will be stronger than so, and when you destroy all of the monsters it summons, then
Take the lead.
that pressures it. And we got it down.
You ain't getting out of this one. Hope you don't stop till it's done.
About half its health away from that. Alright, it's about to use Rebirth Flames, which will heal itself and do damage to us. But it doesn't do that much damage. But it does summon something. It looks like an ogre.
I got this.
Oh, but the things that it summons are weak. So I'm gonna have to heal here.
Not looking good.
So we've got an arch dragon left, and then the boss itself.
Pushing it.
Yes, it's my turn.
But when it's the things it summons have weakened defense. Alright, so I'm gonna use a limit break. Actually, can I use a synergy attack to improve avalanche 2-step? shooting from close range. Tifa does a combo. Now I'm gonna use fire in the hole.
Throw your ass straight to bed. You got this.
All set.
Somersault ought to finish it off. And that did it.
Ain't got nothing on me.
Challenge completes. Phoenix Materia 2 stars obtained. Now we're gonna go do the Dolphin minigame. So I'm sorry if it took longer than I
That was a
thought.
masterful victory over Phoenix. The flames it conjured were so captivating. I could hardly look away. With an immortal ally like that at your side, you've nothing to fear, not even death. I wish you all the best in your ongoing hunt for
Only
world
so many
intel.
ways you can prepare fish. I'm running out of ideas.
You wouldn't believe how quiet these are.
So yeah, we ended up doing more content in this world, this region, than we did in the grasslands.
All good to go?
But I really like the side quests in this region, and I love the music and such. So we are gonna go up, so that will allow us. That will mean we won't be able to return for some time. So we jump into the water and follow Mr. Dolphin, and there's like a course that we're gonna have to go through with like signs and stuff for this mini game. Because if you recall, there's like a ship that's up on like a elevated dock above us, and the dock actually brings the ship up to Upper Junon. So we're gonna try to jump up onto the ship, lower it enough so that the party can get on it, then raise it all the way up from the way bottom to the way top to get into Junon. So we're basically using it as an elevator. So it says, jumping with Mr. Dolphin. Steer Mission Dirt Dolphin into the beach balls he loves so much and get him excited and sped up. If you are swimming fast enough by the time you reach the goal, you'll be able to launch Cloud up into the control room. Steer and then press R2. Steer and then press R2 to perform sharp turns.
Come on, Cloud. You got this.
So Cloud grabs the dolphin by the fin, and he's gonna. So we're now actually controlling the dolphin as we go through this obstacle course here. And we've got to hit the beach balls. So there's all these buoys with like arrows and signs. Now we're all the way sped up. There's big beach balls as well. So we want to make sure that by the end we're going fast. So we want to dodge any things, any obstacles to run into. Dolphin is exhausted. I didn't even get to the end? That's bizarre. Try again. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before.
Ugh.
why it's running out of time like that. I'm not sure what's going on. Okay. Because you're supposed to go all the way around. But if...
Come on, Cloud! You got this!
Yeah, he's going a lot faster now. Oh, I was actually drifting. I was slowing him down. That makes sense. I thought I was, you know, in a lot of these games you have to press down to go faster. In this mini game, you press down to go slower. There we go. Oh no. Cloud flips up in the air, and then onto the back of the dolphin's tail, and then the dolphin does a tail motion, helping boost Cloud further up, and now Cloud's on top of the ship. So he jumps up in the air, the dolphin jumps with him, and then he jumps off the dolphin a second time to get up into the control room for this elevator thingy that's holding the dock. So now we're gonna hit this lever. It's at a computer console, and the ship is just like a big industrial grade ship. Okay, and now I'm going to lower it down. It says lower the tanker into the cove.
Okay, your ride's right here. The ship's not far, so you'll be there in no time.
If we don't sink on the way.
The dolphin's gonna pull the boat. It's just like a little rowboat, but they're not going that far.
You've been a huge help, Priscilla.
No prob. Well, guys and girls, and, dog, I'll see you later.
Mr. Dolphin pulls the boat very quickly across the cove.
Have fun!
Hey, Mark! We're good to go down here!
Alright, so now they've gotten onto the big tanker, so now we're gonna raise it back up. But this time, instead of going back to where it was, we're going all the way into the upper city. So Cloud's looking out the window, he can see the big... the tanker being pulled up by the arrows.
Meet you at the top!
See, there's a picture of a cat for whoever normally works in there, on there, so probably their cat. Kind of a nice detail. The attention to detail they put with some of these minor areas is really good. Alright, so now we're zoomed out on Junon, and we can see the whole city. We've got big red banners. We see a huge cannon pointing out towards the sea. We have a Shinra helicopter flying into the city, the air pad that's on the airstrip on the side, and we just see rank after rank of Shinra soldiers there lined up. And we see Dark Star, which means there he is, the president himself, Rufus Shinra. Heidegger behind him. And we've got all of these soldiers standing at attention. It's like an entire corps of troops for Rufus's big show of force that he's going to do as he inaugurates himself as president. So now we're back to Cloud. Join up with the others. So we head on out. And we're now in the maintenance passage. So we're in Upper Junon. We're in the aerodrome, so like the area below the airstrip that Rufus was just on. And we're gonna join up with the rest of the team.
Ah, there you are.
Let's move.
So, you know, it's a metal hallway. It's a Shinra facility. We're looking out the windows. We can now see the cove down below. There's, you know, metal halls, metal floors. You know, you got other stuff like there's a window on the left that looks down into the cove and over towards more of the city facilities. And then, you know, we've got a vending machine, like a decorative vending machine that we can't use. There's a chest here. There's a door it looks like we can't go through. So we're gonna save here, and that'll be it for this video because this is a really good actually no, we're gonna go a little bit further.
Okay, time to win that commendation.
So the soldiers are talking about winning some kind of prize. We're gonna keep going forward. We can see, and now we see out, and we see this huge cannon pointing out towards the sea.
Wow.
You know, it's supported by multiple pillars. There's all sorts of like pipes and tubes around it. We're looking down.
Less security than I thought.
We see shoulders, but Cloud's
We're worried about the parade?
Guess things have changed. They got higher priorities.
Personally, I think that's a good thing.
The city's size, on the other hand. The robed men won't be easy to find.
They're definitely not here. Let's head into town.
We cannot let Midgar win. Not on our own.
Well, there's some kind of competition going on. So now we're out onto the actual airstrip.
The highway. Shinra's pride and joy. The fastest, most advanced airship in the fleet.
Screw the boat. Let's take that.
Unless you got a trained crew and piloting skills we don't know about, we're sticking with the boat.
That's too bad. Would have been perfect.
Hey, beggars can't be choosers.
So the Highwind is the main airship that's famous for Final Fantasy VII. It's got a huge, like, main, you know, body. On the bottom, we've got like a kind of like a cylinder pod, and it's got like a cylindrical rod that sticks out at the bottom. That's got like a turbine. On the top, you've got two like helicopter-style chopper things on the top of these two big cylindrical like appendages on the side, and then also a turbine on the bottom. And then in the back, you've got, you know, pieces that, you know, go off the back with like almost like sail-looking things to help for aerodynamicity. This is the airship that the crew uses. But we're not going to get it yet. And we see all kind of Shinra troops all over the place.
Have you seen the engines on the Highwind?
4 engines, each with their own cooling units. So you're walking. Well, let's see.
Do you need something? Elevator's just over there if you want to get back to town.
So, you know, the soldiers are busy with their own stuff. They don't know who we are. So they're actually not being bad people to us. So we're going to click this console. It's going to take us down towards town. So it takes us down to like a lower airstrip, it looks like. And now we're gonna have a scene. So this is in the Junon offices for Shinra.
We'll be. For now.
Rufus is at a desk that looks somewhat similar to his desk at the old president's office in Midgar.
Enter.
There's a long red
An emissary
carpet,
from Wutai
fancy
is here,
pillars.
sent by Viceroy Saruf. Oh? He introduced himself as Colonel Glenn Ladbrock.
Rufus flashes back and he sees himself, a memory of him. He remembers himself shooting a guy in the back and the guy falling down. We see a black-robed guy, but he doesn't look like the other black robes. He's not all like decrepit and sick, though he doesn't have any shoes on. He doesn't have the logo on the back of his robe either that all the black-robed Shinra guys have. Pulls his hood back. Looks to be in his late 40s. Blonde hair, beard, kind of messy hair.
I thought you were dead. Then you thought right. Let's cut to the chase, Mr. President. The Viceroy and your late father had big plans. I assume you intend to carry them out? Correct. That's good to hear. Some people just don't have the stomach for war. And this battle for the Magnus Materia demands commitment from both Wutai and Shinra.
Thank you. I'm aware. But my father is dead, which changes the equation. A new vision is required.
You always did prefer to march to the beat of your own drum.
He leans against Rufus's desk in like a casual manner.
This new vision include your fairy tale promised land? You Shinras, you take and you never give back. Left to you, this world would end up an empty husk. But war can put things right. Beget anger, desolation, hatred, and in its wake, new unity.
So it's just showing
a people rejuvenated, and a planet once more made whole.
Glenn's, making motions with his hands of like one
What
hole.
we're doing's for the greater good. Just gotta know when to ease off the gas.
Now listen.
Glenn puts up his hand to silence Rufus.
You started this, remember? No more playing the idle heir. You have obligations to fulfill. Let's give the people what they deserve. Oh, right. Before I leave, a message from the Viceroy. Congratulations on your inauguration, Mr. President. Shinra has a bright future.
Glenn gives him a sarcastic smile, and then he walks off. Rufus fuming. So Glenn's another one of these expanded universe characters, and he was in Soldier, and I guess Rufus and him didn't get along, and so Rufus shot him during the war with Wutai, and figured that he left him for dead. So we're going through the facility. We see tanks, soldiers are drilling. We're going through like a maintenance kind of facility in the aerodrome. we're going to stop here for now. Because this will carry us into the next video. And I think, you know, the meeting with Rufus is kind of a nice place to stop, because this is like, that's like his last major scene before we get into his inauguration parade. I hope you enjoyed the video as always. We did a little more content in the Junon region than I thought, side content in the Junon region than I thought. A little less Chadley data, but more side questing. I really like the side quests in the Junon region. So that's why I did all of them. You know, we probably won't do that in every region. But, you know, now we've moved on to the story, and there'll be a good... The rest of this chapter and the next two are pretty much story-only chapters before we get a chance to explore the next region in chapters. This is in Chapter 7. So yeah, so thank you for joining us as always, and I hope that you will like, subscribe, and, you know, you'll be back for the next video. So I hope that you enjoyed the remainder of the exploration of Chapter 4, and you will come back and join us for the climax of the chapter, as we are now in Upper Junon. So thank you so much, and have a wonderful rest of your day.